If you go on Lyft's website right now, it says drivers can make $35 per hour. Is that realistic? A few weeks ago, I spent a week driving for Lyft to find out. All right, it is 12:30, and I'm logging into my Lyft app to start my first Lyft job of the day. Driver mode is on, and so far nothing is happening. I drove for 50 hours. I had 54 passengers, and I made just under $600, which works out to about 12 bucks an hour. And that's before subtracting the cost of gas. A big reason for my low earnings was that I spent a lot of time waiting around. So with a traditional salaried position, you work your 40 hours, and it's the company's job to make sure that you have enough work for it to be worth your salary. With this kind of business, I, as an independent contractor, am on my own. If I sit here for the next 5 or 6 or 7 hours and nobody wants a taxi ride, I'm just out that money. Like on Tuesday morning, I drove for about 3 hours and didn't get a single passenger. And so that was pretty frustrating. So the day that went best was on Saturday. I worked about 10 hours and I made $163. After gas, it was about $14 an hour. Why was Saturday my best day? For one thing, I had passengers in my car 35% of the time, a higher percentage than any other day. Second, 4 of my 14 rides had prime time bonuses, where passengers are charged a premium of 25 to 100%. Still, $14 an hour isn't great, and it's a lot less than the $35 Lyft is promoting. The fundamental issue is that right now at least, the roads are crowded with people offering rides. Now that I'm looking around, I'm noticing that I have a lot of competitors around me. That's partly because both Lyft and Uber are aggressively recruiting drivers. While I only earned about $600 from customers, Lyft was running a promotion in November that guaranteed drivers would make at least $30 an hour. So Lyft paid me another $900 out of their own pocket. As Uber and Lyft throw a lot of money at drivers to drive, it's expanding the number of drivers in the market. That means that drivers spend more time sitting around, and so they actually make less. They need to grow quickly in order to compete with Uber, and so I think they're spending a ton of money. They both have raised hundreds of millions of dollars in venture capital, and they're spending that to build out their networks as quickly as possible. And so they're willing to spend a lot of money in the short run to make sure that they're as large as Uber. Somebody who needs a steady paycheck, this is probably not a good choice for you, because we really don't know what the long-term future is going to be, and it's hard to predict from week to week. This isn't just something that people do as a full-time job. There are a lot of people that do it as a supplement to some other job. It can give employees a lot more freedom, because if I feel like not working later today, I can just take the day off and nobody cares. This model isn't for everyone, but for some people, it's a great opportunity.